I love hovering away from the flex you're actually doing. Either way, Cassiopeia, the final lock-in here for Cloud9, a team fighter through and through.
Asked him about Ray and Impact, kind of see how they were playing. Impact actually returned late home from Korea, so was just resting. Ray had been playing in the Scream, so that's why they wanted to take him there instead. As far as them swapping out throughout the season, last season, Impact played very well, so he played a lot of the early games, but Ray's been improving, and he says to just see how it goes and based on the strength of the players. Back to you guys for the cast.
Contract's now just seen in the river.
Flash
the
from
ward,
Smoothie.
and he's going to look for the knock-up, not going to find it. 90 caliber net makes it happen. A nice juke by Double gets away from the Sonic Wave as well. No gank to be had. Flash down for Smoothie.
Cloud9 reduced so much of the early game playmaking with that. Now he doesn't have flash to get out of this.
Ghost pop, level 4 for the move under this one. Contract's on a 300 HP. The flash follow for Bjergsen, first blood. Unfazed entirely for Svenskar. Now Jensen out of mana, can't keep fighting, has to run away.
1v1 and absolutely smashed. There we go, Smoothie in again. Gonna have to use the shield on his way out.
Generally good reaction from Double. A good root as well. He's gonna take him down! Biofrost helps, and the kill comes through in the bot lane. TSM 2-0.
Holy moly, this is going very poorly for Cloud9.
Maybe so. TSM looking for a little bit near the mid lane. Contracts level 5, same level as Sven. Jensen's around. Ulti available on Cassiopeia. Does not get the stun though. Looking for a bit onto Talia. Now looking back on Svenskar. And that Olaf gonna run out of health pretty rapidly. One more shot, I'll do it. Kill comes through. Jensen gets the trade. Now in the bot lane, Ignite has been used yet again by a Biofrost. Contracts around to keep him safe, and out they go. A Trinket Ward to kill, 10 gold for his trouble.
Yeah, you got to be very careful here for Cloud9 around this bottom lane. Now he's level 6 though, does have the kick available.
No flash, lands the Q though. Can you get the ward? Yes, he goes in towards the Lulu, who's got a flash, and Contracts has got no life, though Sven was there because they saw the gank already, the ward, and Sven started coming down.
Just look at Double's focus right there. All right, never mind, we'll take a look at this 2v1 at the top.
Stun gonna come in for Hanser, buying himself a bit of time. Ray does have flash and ulti, but of course Hanser having flash as well. The kick flash, that was absolutely perfectly played by Contracts. Hanser gonna choose to save, and almost gets the kill picked up for it, forcing Ray to flash. Hanser held the summoner the whole time. Double has not missed a beat as a player, absolutely slaughtering the bottom lane. 30 minion lead, 1 kill and an assist, and first turret goal.
And here we go.
Oh, it barely caught Jensen. He's got to flash this wall. He will do so, but here comes the wall drop, and he tears it down. Svenskar in 3 kills.
On top of it, if it wasn't enough already, Infernal Dragon as well.
What's going to happen there? Control even to make sure it's safe. Contract's going to look at the fog of war. Blind Q! Ooh, case might come through for some, but now it's a bad situation, and Contract's taken down immediately. Jensen on the chase, Ray around as well. The Ghost will time it eventually. Ult's on a Double Lift, nets right back out. And that's an ult for a 18-second cooldown. Seems good for Double Lift.
Quick still.
The Double Dagger means it's Hurricane or Phantom Dancer for sure. It's
oh yeah, the
Shiv. But hold on, fight on the Svenskar. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Soon he chase down the Ghost is on. One more shot, and Jensen gets the kill. And the Flash Charm is in. Look at the beautiful plays, and Sneaky gets a shutdown as well. Cloud9 do fire back in the mid game.
Double Lift on the bottom, and they're getting punished for this choice. Double Lift was farming on that bottom side, walking up now.
That early Mountain Drake gets him about 20% faster, and Ray goes in to stop him, and it's going to make it stop. Well played. The Baron is picked up in a rush by Cloud9. Ray losing his life for the cause, but that is worth it in so many ways.
What a sacrifice. Ray gives up his life for the team to be able to get a comeback play.
But TSM 5v4 for 12 seconds. Ray's still dead, despite a Baron buff, should be able to push. A wall cuts off Jensen. He can't join this fight, but the turret not taking too much damage just yet. They're pushing him back, Cloud9. Contracts wants to go for the play, gets a sizable kick up. Looks in for more. The charm is there. The feathers as well. One picked up with Double is down, and that's the gold lead evaporated. Is he going? Ray's back in the fight. He doesn't have an ulti, though. He can't really join easily. He might EQ the wall and look for more.
If TSM are able to keep Hanser in the side wave and creating that pressure, the second part of the plan for TSM, keep Double Lift safe. Contracts goes in for some harassment.
Here's a plan going for Svenskar, putting him at a half HP. Quick root, look at the damage. Oh, they nearly took down Contracts. Looking for a little more. Smoothie not going to find it. Has to jump right back out to his beloved. Jumps away back towards Sneaky. All out they go.
Pretty big damage there from Double Lift. All right, now Ray could turn it into a 4v5, but Talia's behind Ray. Bjergsen is going for him.
Flanked. It's a 2v1 on the bot side, and Ray's going to flash into the base and try to run for dear life. Gets stunned up, though.
Frozen Mallet, he can't go anywhere.
He can't get away from this one. Hanser is going to win the 1v1. Oh, the toe off the wall. Hanser, though, still on the chase. He's going to take down his prey. It's almost a guarantee. But in the meantime, Cloud9 fighting for more. They know Talia's far, and they know that Kennen was as well. Smoothie rooted up inside the Baron pit, takes almost his entire health bar down, and TSM make the best of that situation.
Yeah, huge advantage for TSM now. Not only is Ray dead, but Smoothie, the playmaker, is very low on HP, so TSM have all the cards to force this Baron.
They're going to try for it right now. Missing one. Cloud and have 4. He's going to stay around his low health bar. Pops Redemption to stay a little bit healthier. And there's a staging area. 4v5. Gearson goes with some poke. Bit of damage on Contracts. Will not get a root or a knockback, but there's the charm in. They don't get the root on a Jensen. Out goes Smoothie. He is gone 1 for 0. And Bjergsen, I should say, stayed alive long enough. 3v5 now. Ray respawns in 7 seconds. No wards in the pit.
Ray has teleport though. He's going to go behind them.
Wards.
It's going to be too late. 2,000 health.
And they waited it out. Now Contract still has flash though. Can he get over the wall? He's not going to get the chance to do so. Well played by Sven. Shakes it down. They're at 970 health. TSM with the Baron.
Ooh, and Ray also ended up starting his teleport. So the cancel on his teleport now means they don't even have that advantage to work with.
Smoothie not going to be a part of this fight here, and they're going to go for that turret. And it looks like a 3v5, so no chance at all for C9 to defend just yet. Jensen on the other side of it as well. And now that falls. They'll re-engage. At least C9 have 5. Bjergsen waiting in the wing still, looking for poke from across the wall. No C9 wards had seen him, to my knowledge.
Doublelift wants to be able to get his auto attacks onto the inhibitor, but he's so scared of the long-range engage.
Elder Dragon's up. If TSM want it. Not going to do that just yet. Still more attacks onto this inhibit. It will fall. C9 not going to pull the trigger. They will give up the inhibitor and play for something else. C9 going to start out on the Dragon. Going to zone out with Jensen. Haunter on the other side of this one. 8,000 health on the Elder Dragon. Going to reset slightly. And it's going to be Ray finding Haunter. Forcing the flash out. That is Kennen now a bit farther out of the fight. Contracts at 2/3. Again, the attempt to push out TSM. It is Cloud9 mostly attacking this one. A big root on a Raid down to 2/3 HP. Redemption to heal, keep him a bit healthier. And they're going to find Haunter. They're going to take him down right away. 1 for 0. Into the back line goes Contracts. And he dies while Haunter got picked off. 3,000 health on the Baron. No jungler, no smite, no chance to steal it away. Cloud9 not going to make it happen. And it's going to be Elder Dragon and TSM.
Not quite sure if they made the call for him to run interference or if he was just on his own mission there. But it's going to be disastrous and lose C9 not only the Elder Dragon, but also mid-inhibitor.
Knock this inhibitor down without much issue. 5v4, no jungler alive. The TSM will continue to play it slow and steady. Playing safely. That one with backdoor bonus. Slowly but surely looking for the play. Ray flashes in, can't find it though. A big knockup, pops the stone plate, but rooted up. Takes a ton of damage on that one. Contract forced to flash, get away from Sven. Scar and the kill comes through the root. Makes it happen. The Cupcake takes down Smoothie. Desserts for days. And Sneaky forced to kite away. Gonna get the root, gonna get the pick off. Actually, it's Bjergsen who overstepped this time around. Jensen, the duel on Doublelift, the ulti, they get the stun, and a lot of damage comes through. Sneaky tries to save it around. Haunter getting some damage out in the back line as well. But can Sneaky get any damage? The health bars are low, but there's no chase to be had. 2 picked off of TSM, but 3 lost for Cloud9.
Sven and Bjergsen flashing in onto the Xayah that still has ult and into the Cassiopeia ultimate. Oof, they got punished, but as we said, it doesn't really matter.
Not quite going to kill off Jensen, who pops Ghost to look for the play and not going to get the kill.
But that reduces the amount of threat Cloud9 have on the bottom side.
Sneaky gets a little bit of poke. Contracts hurt a bit as well. Bjergsen going back and forth. And this will be the inhibitor picked up. Ray cannot find Doubles playing his ranges well enough. Doublelift staying outside of the EQ combos. Contracts 1 hit away from gone. And Haunts are going to look for some auto attacks here in this one. Shields by a bit of time. Yeah. Low health bars on Cloud9. Smoothie getting hit as well. Forced to kite away. Nearly dies to a crit one more time. Ray can't find it. No charge to be had. Smoothie dropped at the start. And it's a 2 for 0 already. TSM now all is left to do is the child's play of knocking down the next, and they do so. 1-0 TSM defending their championship. How many things happened that match? You always remember the last point of it. The last mistake that lost you the game is the one that hangs in your mind.
Oh, and Jensen really wants to get this cannon, so he's going to use the parallel convergence, but Jensen under pressure.
Yeah, here comes Sven on the backside as well. No way out, nothing to do, and down he goes, Jensen.
Absolutely good job there by TSM, using that cannon minion as bait. They knew he wanted to go for this cannon minion. So juicy.
You're absolutely right. Sven, of course, had to match his own recall, though, finally got his items. And look at that knockback on Haunter, a trade of ultimates here, and pretty healthy Ray right now. Haunter not a lot of ways out, gonna try to kite for some damage. Has the call, it's close! And it's not gonna be enough. The barrel lands in melee range, and Ray gets the solo kill in the top lane. In the jungle is how different the item builds are. Hold on, there's a fight in the top lane. Look at that, beautifully played. There's no way out for Haunter, he is dead. That was actually immaculate from Ray. Didn't choose to go for it, but that was some tight
It's definitely
windows.
close. They do know the summoner spells are also available.
Ooh, nice, okay. Couldn't quite juke him, but hit R. Trades ult for ult. Sneaky gets the root, and here comes the kickback. They're going to pick him up, but that's one picked off. Bjergsen's there, the rest of the team as well. The stun is in, and that's 2 for 0. Here comes the Calvary, though. Cloud9 looking to join the team. Haunter a bit injured, no ulti available. But Bjergsen is going to flash to stay alive. There's the knockback, it's perfect. Oh! And ult's back in as well. And it's going to be Cloud9 looking for a bit more if they can find it. Haunter almost has the Maelstrom. It's very close to being back up. TSM still forced to run. He's looking for the haste, and out they go. 2 for 1 advantage TSM.
Once again, the Zion Rakan combo, because they both get the attack speed, is very good at taking down turrets.
One more hit, he can devour. Maybe could have waited longer on the stun, doesn't really matter though. Kidnaps him back into the minion wave, and Ray, without a flash, has really no way out of this one. First turret will still fall, credit to C9, but Ray will lose his life as a result. This time a bit less glorious as the Baron stop from before.
Yeah, a little bit greedy here. He saw the Ashe and wanted to punish, but didn't respect.
Oh, there's the charm. Not going to get the knock, but they might still have enough for Haunter onto that one. Out he goes to the side. Here comes the rest of the team, though. Root's going to be there. The kickback. Sven buys a bit of time, but he's still running away. Days numbered. 1 for 0. Advantage C9 stays. Nice knockback by Bjergsen, prevents the stun. The shield doesn't do too much either for Jensen. Ray is consistently playing amazing in this one. Could be the reason they might get the win. Nice job by a Biofrost. Quick reflexes. Gets double it to safety. But more of C9 looking to come around. Here comes the Ghost looking for the axes. They're going to get a bit here, and Jensen's in there as well. Going to get the stun onto the tank. Still looks for double lift. That's going to be one picked up. Can they go for more? Contracts has the turret aggro. The shield's going to come in before the stun lands, but the HP bar is running down. Sven gets the kill on Ray on the other side of the map in the top side jungle in the river as well. They're going to get Herald off that, but C9 going to take some bot lane turrets.
Yes, and Cloud9 do have to get over there and take down some of the health from the Herald afterwards, but that's pretty big. Let's take a look at the kill, though, as Ray did not want Sven Skaren to be able to solo the Rift Herald, and for that, he pays his life. And they've actually seen Ray move into the jungle now.
Didn't find much. Ray's spinning around, gets stunned up. Here comes the chase. Smoothie's going to find one. The charm, the knockup. That's going to be a kill. No, it's not. Biofrost there to save the day again. And look at that stun. It's beautiful. Looking for more, but Jensen gets the ult out this time around. Gets away from TSM. Contracts down below 1,000. Looks for the stun. Looks to kill off Ray, and he's going to get it there. Jensen forces a flash back over the wall. Chase down by Haunter. This time there's no escape tools. Slowed down by the Ruin King, but the knockout's going to be there. Still, again, saved by Biofrost, and the root means almost nothing. Haunter back. Actually jumps forward with that one. You have the way of choosing which way you go out. Takes a bit more damage. He's going to be safe. 1 for 0. Advantage TSM. All credit to Biofrost and Bjergsen. Go for the stun. Not going to find it. Flashed. Ooh, the fail, I think, came back up for Bjergsen. That's going to be nothing available there. Nice try by Ray, but gets nothing.
Exactly. They wanted to punish that flash being down from the mid lane play. Not going to be able to get it, though. Banshee's Veil comes through clutch for Bjergsen.
On the stun, but here comes the charm. The knockup on a 2. Biofrost only saved 1. Big root comes across 3 as well. Haunter cutting back in the back lines, and Double has some free time, but Jensen picks up 1 already. He's going for a bit more. They get the chase down. That's 2 dead. Ray looks for the CC. Can't quite find Haunter, but 2-0 C9 is a great start.
Oh my, the team fighting presence of Zion Rakan is just so big. And the Ashe Arrow is onto Ray, who, that's Cloud9's favorite member. Besides contracts with the ultimate up, they'd love to have the arrows go on to Ray. And Cloud9 going to look to pressure the Baron afterwards. 3 members of TSM available.
Yeah, Sven will have Smite available. There's not a lot of ways to zone them out. Contract's a bit low. He's going to find the stun. Oh, they can get him just with the kills. And Smoothie secures the credit. But, of course, credit to Jensen for all the hard work on that one. No way of stopping the Baron in Cloud9. Pick it up in 23 minutes.
And it will be a very big advantage.
And Ray getting kicked into the team, though, stunned as well. He's got no life bar left. An immediate shutdown. Well played by Sven. Didn't have to flash. The ward hop was all he needed.
Yeah, good thing TSM do not hesitate there, because...
Oh, Haunter. Oh, he almost gets stunned as well. The ult is not going to block a lot, to be honest. And this could be Jensen making it happen. Actually getting chunked down. Ult's back, and suddenly he's in a 1v2. The Lich Bane, he's not winning the fight just yet. Has to flash the thick part of the wall. Ease back over.
Double lift.
Getting away. Double does not have an arrow. He does have flash and heal. Jensen going to get the shield, but he's going to not have enough health bar. And it's another shutdown, and Svenskar making some very good plays and getting some kills back into TSM's pockets. And let's see what happens in this one. Cloud9 looking to play for the Baron. Forward over the wall. Of course, the
Hawkshot is on cooldown, I believe.
Redemption spots vision. It does not do damage to neutrals. And miss CC, the charm landed, but he's back up from it. Can Sven get the steal? They're trying to zone him out. It's actually 1 kill off as Sneaky fail to do anything to dodge the damage. Sven does get deleted. Now, can the jungler do anything? Of course not, because Contrax is dead. The fight continues on the backside. Smoothie forced to run away. They're going for the steal, and it gets picked up by Bjergsen. It is TSM who win the fight up. 2 kills and a Baron, the triple for the mid laner.
Both junglers killed, and TSM return to the Baron, get it with the abilities here. Bjergsen gonna find the last hit. Whew. And that will give them priority down mid lane. They should get multiple turrets, plus the inhibitor here with their 4 versus 2 advantage.
Well, and they go for the middle inhibitor turret. That's going to fall right away. And inhibitor to follow as well. 14 seconds on contracts. They should have enough time. Sneaking up in 3, though, might stop them.
Oh. That is a CC, by the way. Baron knocking you back out.
Yeah. And Sneaky now maybe cut out, gets, tanks the arrow, his support. Smithy gonna stay alive. Shields back over to the teammate. Nothing picked up majorly. But it is TSM now with the lead. 900 gold advantage. Ray looks for the explosive cast. Only finds Sven. Bjergsen had the Banshees. They can see it.
They're still on the chase.
They're looking for this play. This could be the one for the comeback. Looks to get a little bit back here in this one. Considerable pop does not kill up any of the tanks. So can there be a fight to be had? Because Hans are still splitting without TPF in the bot lane. And Ray is going to get chased down and split off and picked off. C9 could not find the 5v4 team fight victory. They lost a 5v4. And Hanser still pushing in the bot lane.
Yeah, and that is a Baron buff Hanser here. So this is going to be hugely detrimental to Cloud9's base. Inhibitor number 2 going under fire. And TSM looking to close in. 33.5 minutes inside C9's base.
And they're going to find the not quite knock up on a Hanser. It was close, but it's so hard to hit him with Lightning Rush. And into the mid lane they go. 30 seconds on Ray. TSM looking to make it a 2-0. And the opposite of that for Cloud9's match record if it closes out this way. TSM 5v4 for 20 seconds. Mid lane wave clear back to the bot. They will go, waiting for a new wave coming in 5 seconds. 15 seconds on Ray, and it's going to be enough to say TSM will back out for now. 1 minute left in the buff. Contract's waiting for ambient gold to get a stone plate. I forgot the combined cost, but he's got 700 gold in his pockets right now.
They should push hard on this one. Jensen's back to the bottom side to deal with that super minion.
Go, a little bit of time. They're going to push him for this one. The balls are down. The knockback not going to find a whole time. Looking for double lift to buy some time. Looking for the charm. They might get Sven. He's forced to kite back out. And Hanser zones out the team with the Maelstrom. A stun out from Jensen, though, and it's not going to matter. Pop's still going to stay alive. He still gets shut down. The CC is too much. These solo laners are dead, and that's what's going to be all she wrote. Down goes Sneaky. Down goes Smoothie. His contract's left alive. But there's no base left to defend. The minions are here, and TSM going to return to the LCS with a 2-0 victory, convincing at that, knocking down Cloud9, who start their spring off 0-2 in matches. TSM, congratulations for the 2-0 win, and with Double Lift back in the roster, they are looking, maybe that 18-0 run happens.
Thank you very much. I'm here with Double Lift after a successful first win back on TSM over on Cloud9. Obviously a pretty fun series there. Game 2 looked a little dicey, but you guys made it through. What were the expectations kind of moving into this series versus a tough opponent?
I think I just expected Cloud9 to be really good. I heard that they were like practicing for a few weeks before LCS started, where we'd only been practicing for like 6 days. So, I mean, that's just because TSM was at MSI and then I was like transitioning from being a streamer. So I honestly didn't have super high expectations, but practice has been going good, and yeah, like it's like we haven't skipped a beat since last summer.
I have to ask you, obviously you played a little bit on Liquid towards the end of spring, but what has that transition been like, given the low practice time, moving away from streaming and kind of back into the team environment?
Well, on Team Liquid, I think I had to do most of the calls for, you know, macro and rotations, and just in general, just directing the team's flow and tempo. But on TSM, I think they have a really great system already, and I'm more like supplementary, and I'll step in when I need to for certain types of like in-game moments. But for the most part, I'm just more focused on like my own individual stuff. Just because it's been a while, I feel like I'm a little bit rusty, you know, the streamer life, and I'm just worried about playing well individually first, and then the team is just like, I don't know, it's like a well-oiled machine, you know.
And has metagame been a concern at all? Obviously, Xayah and Rakan, a very new pair of champions that maybe haven't had as much time to practice against. What are your thoughts on kind of the new champions and playing against Sneaky and Smoothie?
Well, we dumpstered them both games when they played Xayah Rakan, so that was pretty easy. I think it's good. I think Rakan is really strong. Xayah is like, she's really slow tempo champion. Like, she pushes lanes, but then she doesn't have any plays. You basically have to get baited by her ulti, and then she can like make a turnaround and play with her feathers. But I think you have to be like pretty bad to walk into all her feathers. So in general, like Rakan, you see those crazy engages where he just like flash and gets like 3 people. But Xayah, I feel like, I don't know, she's a really good scaling champion, but she's pretty bad early.
And final question for you. Obviously, back with Bifrost, you guys haven't played in a little while, but again, looking as dominant as ever in the 2v2. Are you guys still the best duo in the league? What kind of competition do you expect from maybe some of the other bot laners out there, or are you guys already the best again?
I want to play against Arrow and Shady. When I was on Team Liquid, I played against that bot lane, I think. No, wait. I think they might have played Stunt. But I think Arrow has been, he's MVP, and he's been getting a lot of attention for being a really consistent player. But yesterday, he was down like 40 CS in lane, so I feel like he really shines in team fighting comps. But in lane, he can be really easily abused. Like IMT's bot lane, which is also really strong, took their tower at like 6 minutes. So, yeah.
All right, well, best of luck the rest of the way. Thank you very much for the interview. But we are going to throw it back to the analyst desk to wrap up the series.
Thank you very much, Pastry Time. Doublelift and the rest of TSM going to be very happy to kickstart their season with a victory over C9. Again, rematch of the spring finals, and they do it this time around 2-0 fashion, returning to that summer 2016 roster.
Yeah, I mean, you remember the summer finals between the two teams. It was a 3-1 pretty decisively in TSM's favor, so not a great start for C9 here, but it is, first week, and they did play two of the stronger opponents in the league, most likely.
Absolutely. I do think a lot of people are going to look at the standings at the end of the day and say, oh my goodness, C9 0-2 start to the season. We have to remember that it's 1 against the first place team and then 2 against a CLG that most people would say on paper is already an upgraded roster from what they had in the spring split. But I want to talk about this TSM victory here because Game 2 did not come as easily as Game 1 did. And we're going to start by taking a look at the final fight to see how it all ended here around the top lane inhib turret.
Right, this is after the kind of turnaround that we saw at a TSM. Now they actually have the advantage in a lot of places, and they get this engage off. You see just Contract's kind of man-moding into the front line by himself, able to get focused down extremely early on. And then Kennen being able to provide a zoning ultimate. This is one of the differences you see between AD carry Kennen and the AP Kennen. Normally you're diving in the backline. There, you can just drop your ult to protect your backline, and they have to run through that. It makes it pretty difficult. And then once they deal with the front line, they can chase down the rest of the way, and they're eventually able to close them out, and they take this victory over C9.
Right, but as was mentioned, it did not come easily. We saw that C9 had plenty of advantages throughout the game themselves, and that will raise some concerns around whether or not they understand exactly how to close games out in the current meta. I mean, we heard the discussion around Xayah and Rakan, Doublelift saying that he doesn't feel necessarily that Xayah is all that powerful, and it does require, you to kind of walk into her ultimate of all things. But that could also be, to a degree, people not having figured out the champion fully yet and understanding how to push her advantage.
Right, I mean, that's definitely the case where that's the most obvious way to play her is you kind of kite back, your feathers lay on the ground, you pull through the whole team, it's really strong. But we saw when CLG was playing it, they're actually using it more as a combination tool. Orianna groups everyone up, you throw the ult on the top and pull everything back in. If we see more of those kind of follow-up engage tools where you get some extra CC and damage over the top of a primary engage, that might be a little bit better. Here, they didn't really have that quite on the side of C9. It's a lot of displacement tools and splitting fights up.
And while Xayah doesn't seem to be quite figured out yet, I feel like Rakan has been utilized to great success by a few players. I mean, even in the losses here, I think that Smoothie has had some tremendous engages and follow-ups on engages. So just a small shout out to him as he's mastering that champion. But now I want to return to the beginning of the game and see how it developed, because on the outside of the day, we're talking about, hey, Jensen versus Bjergsen, and referencing the Echo game, Game 5 of the Spring Split. Well, guess what? We get the Echo here again, and 3 minutes in, first blood to TSM.
Yeah, and this was similar to what we saw actually in that previous series, where sometimes Jensen just plays a little too far up in the lane. Echo being a melee champion, if he wants to trade, sometimes has to take those risks, but it feels like occasionally he can lose track of Sven, excuse me, and that's one of the things that's always so good about Jensen is he can absorb jungle pressure. It seems like against Bjergsen, whether it's because Bjergsen's pressuring him a little bit more or maybe it's a little bit of a mental block, he does seem to get caught out in laning phase a little bit more than normal.
So while things start to go downhill in the mid lane for C9 here, we got to jump to the top lane and take a look at a matchup that was going Hauntzer favored in Game 1, and now here we have Ray with the solo kill at 6 minutes into the game.
Yeah, Ray starts this game out great. We were talking about how he needs to get more done on his own, and I mean, he's able to get this solo kill into Hauntzer. It's a really close chase down. What's funny enough is it's the time that he's on the tank that he's able to start generating his own leads here, and then he also got a little bit of jungler attention as well because Contracts made his way up there again for a repeat kill. So